What's going on, battle rap culture? It's your boy Random, the battle rap analyst, and this is the Battle Rap Hall of Fame. Listen, I've been thinking about things. I was thinking about what what the culture needs, because there's usually some dry spots, and then in between big cards and in between big battles, um, and sometimes we run into a little bit of drama between bloggers, and there's a lot of blogger on blogger beefs. And sometimes, that drama gives us something to talk about, but I'm not a big fan of a blogger versus a blogger, that type of thing. But what does the culture actually need from time to time? The in between the big cards or something, or in between the big matchups, but also in the matchups and the type of matchups, because sometimes it feels like the culture goes into like a little bit of a lull or something, and then we hear about things like Sue Surf going to jail. We hear about Calico going to jail, stuff like that. And yeah, it is a part of battle rap culture because we're talking about two battle rappers and things like that. But that's not necessarily on the positive side. That's not something that we actually want to happen, that we want to see in battle rap. Two dope battlers, and now they're behind bars. But I'm gonna tell you about a interview that I was listening to. But I was thinking about, we need things straightened out. We need events, and we need events to go a little smoother. I'm sure by now a lot of you guys checked out the Av versus All Red. Now, I'm not going to say who I thought won or anything like that, but I checked out that battle. I want to watch it a few more times, but there's obviously a lot of problems, in the footage. I know they did a lot of editing. I understand there was a lot of bickering back and forth between All Red and Smack. That came out in a lot of other interviews and stuff. Okay. But things like the time issue, whether you got 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it is, that needs to be worked out, in detail. That needs to be worked out, everybody on the same page. And we need to stick to these times, because some of these battles are getting really, really long. Okay. And then one of the things we also have to consider too is, man, you think more material is better. More don't always mean better. Okay. If you can't really get a laser focused kill, meaning sticking within the time parameters or something like that, man, less is more in battle rap sometimes. Now, not too much less. I'm not talking about Big K or Shotgun Should with a 2-minute round, unless of course both people are going 2 minutes. But going 2 minutes in a 3-minute round, that's not a good idea. But going 6 minutes in a 3-minute round is bad as well. Okay, so we got to get some precision there. Get that going. Other things we need in battle rap. Let's face it, some leagues the camera and the editing is better than others. I'm not gonna call anybody out or anything like that, but some leagues camera work is much better. Okay. Also, sound quality. We got to do something about the sound quality in some of these battles, man. It's getting really, really, really hard to listen to some of it. I mean, sometimes you want to get, you might have a fire battle and you really want to listen to it. You want to listen to it a couple of times. You want to look at it a couple of times, but sometimes the quality just throws you off. Okay, so we need something done with that. Man, entourages and fans doing extra stuff. Okay, I mean, just doing extra stuff. I understand fans in the stand, it's kind of hard to control that. People come in there, they're drinking, they're smoking, they spent their money, so they're gonna do what they want to do. I get that, but sometimes on the entourage doing a whole lot of extra stuff on camera, it is ruining the footage. It is really hurting the footage. So we got to get that under control. Some of these fans out there, I mean, they're standing out more than the battlers half the time. And then some of the entourage, they so extra that it throws off the battler when he's trying to spit his bar. So, man, we got to do something about that. We got to do something about that. But I think that's some of the things that, battle rap needs. Okay, some of the obvious, some of the low hanging fruit, but it still needs to be said. I was listening to an interview from PSA Podcast. And let me just say, shout outs to 3 Letter Man. Oh man, that interview was awesome. Okay, the interview was between John the Don and Deebo. And unless you've been living under a rock, they have a interleague card coming up. Okay, where Queen of the Ring will be going against Bullpen Battle League. And so far, it's about 4 matches right now, and they all look real good. They look real good. The promotion is doing really good. And this interview, if you haven't seen this interview is fire. It is funny. I mean, and this Deebo guy, this dude is funny. He is really holding his own. And all of a sudden, the line started getting jammed up, and everybody was getting on the line, and they were just really talking trash and really going at each other and stuff like that. I mean, it was just a fire interview. It's good for the culture. This is what the culture needs. Okay, so this is going to be an intergender battle. Okay, now the onus is going to be on for both of these guys, Deebo and John, to put on a good show. From what I understand from the interview, all the ladies going to go out to John, go out to the bullpen, and they're going to battle these guys. All I want is a good event. Goes off without a hitch. John got good quality cameras. He has good editing. He has good sound. Okay, so all we need is a quality event, not too much extra stuff. Quality, and I'm telling you, this can go down. Something big, something that the culture needs. Interleague battle. No, it's not anyone hating on anyone, just some respect. And the fans want good quality battles. The battlers want good looks and good matchups. And I think this is going to help both parties. I think this is going to help both sides. So shout out to John and Deebo really putting this together. So if they put together something, you guys need to go out there and support them. You guys need to support this, because it's exactly what the culture needs. The culture needs a little bit of diversity. Culture needs some other looks, some other matchups, so we don't have to see the same thing over and over and over, because some of our favorites starting to get a little stale, and we're starting to run out of matchups, if you will. At least matchups that you want to see. I mean, there's a bunch of random matchups you can put together, but I'm talking about something that's interesting that you want to see: style clashes, mirror matches, intergender, all that. So we got a fire card that's coming up. I believe it's on April 22nd. I'll go ahead and support these guys. We're really trying to put something on for the culture, something for all of us. So also check out that interview, man. Check out that PSA podcast where it has Bullpen Battle League and it has Queen of the Ring, both John the Don and Deebo. Check those guys out, man. They putting something together. That whole interview is fire. Comment, rate, subscribe, rock with me.